Ready. Play.
You need to catch me?
All right, we will go ahead and get started. First off, Jess, congratulations, your first grass court title. Can you just explain your emotions right now?
Yeah, a little tired, but really happy to get the title today. I really wanted this this one. Not that I don't want every week, but I felt like after beating Coco, I felt like I was playing really good tennis, and I was like, I'm playing, good enough to win this tournament right now. So obviously it was a roller coaster, but really happy to get through. And in the moment, I wasn't happy that it was that tough, but I think in the end, it's good to kind of gut out a tough win in a final like that.
All right, we'll move to questions. Go ahead.
Hi guys, first of all, congratulations for the title. I wanted to ask you about, this is your first grass court title, and you've been in quarterfinals at Wimbledon last year. How is your relationship with the grass developing? Has it always been good, or it was maybe not so good before and it's getting better? What's your relationship currently with the grass?
Yeah, it hasn't been bad, but it's never been that great. I think last year I finally started to feel comfortable on it, which says a lot. That's many years of me not really playing well on it. But honestly, I never played that many tournaments. I mean, literally, we're talking maybe 2 to 3 a year, and that was it. So it's hard to kind of fall in love with the grass. Even juniors, I didn't play juniors. I didn't go over there. So when you don't have any experience on it, it's just different, and it's taken me a little bit to kind of get used to. But everyone tells me you have the game for grass. The way you strike the ball, blah, 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 like you could be so good on grass. So I keep hearing this, and it's been frustrating because I've never quite felt that comfortable on it up until last year. So also, I think a while ago I hurt my knee on grass. So then playing on it after that, I was always a little unsure of myself. But I think the last few years I've definitely developed a much better relationship with it, and had a great run at Wimbledon as well. But it's really nice to there's not many grass court tournaments, so to be able to say you can take a title is cool.
You played 5 points, congratulations at first.
Thank you.
You played 5 points against Coco, and you played 10 minutes against Anna, and then she was injured.
Yeah.
How tough was it for you to stay mentally focused?
Yeah.
And say 5 each point in the end?
Yeah, it was really tough, but even earlier this week we had a doubles match where we were down like a set in 5-0, and it kept getting delayed, and we were like, seriously, we're probably gonna lose, like this sucks. And then against Iniakova I was up 4-2, delayed. Coco the same thing. So it's been really difficult. You don't really know how you're gonna feel the next day. It's hard when you're having such a great match, and then the kind of air gets sucked out of the room a little bit, and you're thrown back out there into a score line that you're cold, you're not ready to play. So it's a little bit weird, but I don't know. I've just tried to stay relaxed and treat every single match and prep the same way as if it was 0-0. It didn't really matter, and just kind of come out really focused, and it seemed to work for me this week. And then as far as the match points, same thing. I just tried to focus point by point and just give myself another chance to stay in the match, really.
You had some difficulties with her injury. She seemed to be not at full strength, so you had some difficulties to adopt to her style of play.
Yeah, I mean, I felt like I came out really strong, and then she took the break and then came out, and she was just painting lines, like going for her shots, and I was like, oh, okay, here we go. This is going to be a lot tougher than I intended. So, I mean, I know that she can play like that. I know her game fairly well. I know that she kind of always has the same demeanor, but it doesn't matter with her. Like, she can turn it on pretty quickly. So, it was hard to kind of, I was up 3-0, felt like I had the momentum, then it gets stuck, she comes back, and you're kind of back at square one. But yeah, I tried to stay with her, and hoping that her level would maybe drop and I could raise mine, you know, a little bit in those moments. And luckily I was able to do that, you know, just enough, you know, at the end.
So Matt, 5 match points today. What's going through your mind when that point is happening? Is it different to the other points?
Yeah, I think I did a really good job of, I was pretty calm. Like, once I got down 4-1, I was starting to get a little frustrated and angry kind of. And I sat down at the changeover and I was just like, I can't get angry. I don't play well angry. I don't play well frustrated. I was like, I just need to hold serve and just take my chances. You know, she's playing at a high level. Maybe she'll start missing a couple balls. Maybe I'll get some chances. And that's kind of just what happened. But I was pretty calm, I think, throughout the whole third set from that point especially, and was able to kind of carry that all the way, you know, into those match points. And then just really, just compete and try to, you know, put pressure on her and make her come up with some crazy shot. If she did on those match points, then it's too good. But I was just trying to make that as difficult as possible for her. Yeah, definitely. I mean, it wasn't fun having to watch everyone do well on the clay and the French Open, and missing a slam definitely wasn't ideal, especially because I've kind of had a rocky start to the year. But at the same time, I still had some decent results, so I felt like I was still playing good enough to do well at tournaments. But I tried to use it as an advantage that I got a little bit extra grass court time this year. I got to play an extra week that I usually don't get to play. You know, I wasn't coming from clay to grass, which can be a difficult kind of switch, you know, into the seasons. So I tried to use all that, I think, as, you know, prep and motivation to kind of come out strong. And I mean, I could have, you know, lost first, second round and been like, none of this made sense and it was a terrible idea, but it happened to work out after winning this week. So it was a good rest. I think looking back, I needed it. I think my attitude and everything has been much better the last couple weeks than it was maybe before.
What are your plans right now? You're going to play also next week, maybe also because you were so getting more and more matches, and it's been a very, very tough week, or just going to think and
Yeah, I think I'm just going to see in how I recover kind of the next day. I'm supposed to play Eastbourne, and that was my plan, and I still would love to play, and I do feel like I did get matches this week now, but I would still love to play matches, and I kind of like playing before Slam because it, I don't know, takes your mind away from all the craziness going on. But we'll see how my body feels, and I'll have to talk to my coaches and my trainers and just kind of see how I'm feeling. So yeah, I'll probably just take some time before I decide.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe and click that notification bell so you don't miss out on all things tennis.